Welcome back to Pal's Fundamentals, your go-to for the latest from the Faroe Islands.
We've got a pretty packed news report for you today, from weather to politics.
You can find all the sources we're using linked down below.
Let's jump right in with the weather.
Sounds good to me. What's happening out there?
Well, the wind is increasing, becoming strong to gale force westerly.
Oh, so how strong are we talking?
15 to 20 meters per second later today.
Wow, that's pretty strong.
You can expect some rain or sleet.
What about snow? Any chance of that?
It might even turn to snow in some areas.
Oh, fun.
But those winds should decrease this evening,
Okay, so a little break from the wind later on.
shifting to fresh westerly winds overnight.
All right, so what does Sunday look like?
Sunday, you're looking at fresh westerly wind between 5 and 10 meters,
Okay.
but with some occasional gusts up to 13.
So still a little blustery.
You might see some sunny spells,
All right.
but there's also a chance of sleet.
So, a typical Faroes day then, eh?
Sunday night, the wind will drop off, becoming light to fresh, less than 8 meters per second.
Okay,
And the cloud cover will vary. It'll be mostly dry.
gotcha. What about temperatures?
Temperatures throughout the day will be between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius.
Right, so layer up for sure.
Monday will start with a light to fresh northerly wind, 3 to 10 meters per second.
Okay.
But as the day goes,
Here we go again.
it will strengthen to gale force or even severe gale force from the north.
So, batten down the hatches.
It could reach 13 to 18 meters per second.
Wow. So much for a calm start to the week.
Monday morning should be mostly dry,
Okay.
but rain is expected to move in later in the day.
Very typical.
Temperatures will be between 1 and 6 degrees Celsius.
All right, so maybe a tad warmer, at least.
For Tuesday, the wind will decrease
Oh, thank goodness.
to a fresh wind or strong wind from the north-northwest, 8 to 13 meters per second.
Okay, that's more manageable.
Cloudy skies,
That doesn't sound too promising.
and a chance of rain, snow, or sleet showers.
Sounds like we need to stock up on hot chocolate.
Yeah.
What about the temperatures?
Temperatures between 1 and 5 degrees Celsius.
All right, so similar to Monday then.
Wednesday, the wind will be fresh to strong northerly,
Okay.
7 to 12 meters per second,
All right.
gradually easing to a light to fresh northerly wind, less than 8 meters per second.
So maybe a calmer end to the day?
It'll be cloudy,
More clouds.
with occasional rain, snow, or sleet showers.
It feels like we've been hearing a lot about that lately.
Temperatures will range from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius.
So a little cooler again.
Finally, Thursday will begin with light winds from varying directions,
Okay.
less than 5 meters per second,
Right.
with variable cloud cover and mostly dry conditions.
So a decent start to the day, it seems.
However, by evening, the wind will pick up again,
Here we go again.
becoming fresh to strong southerly,
Okay.
10 to 15 meters per second,
Wow, so another windy evening.
and shifting to westerly, bringing an increase in precipitation.
Oh, so back to rain or snow. What are the temperatures like?
Temperatures will be between 1 and 6 degrees Celsius.
All right, so back to those milder temperatures.
Sounds like we've got another pretty dynamic week of Faroes weather coming up.
Yeah, that's for sure. No 2 days are ever the same here.
Let's move on to some local news, starting with politics.
Sounds good. What's the latest in the political sphere?
The retirement system is a hot topic in the Faroe Islands right now.
Okay.
Labor unions are advocating for a reevaluation of the system instead of simply raising the retirement age.
Interesting. What are the unions hoping to achieve with this reevaluation?
They're concerned that raising the retirement age could be difficult for people who've worked their whole lives,
Yeah, I can see that.
especially considering increasing lifespans.
Right. People are living longer these days.
They're proposing a more nuanced approach,
Okay.
something that would allow people more flexibility in deciding when they retire.
So more choice for the individual.
Yeah.
Are there any concrete ideas being floated about what this reevaluation might look like?
The unions are calling for a collaboration between themselves, the political system, and the Faroe Islands Employers Association
So a kind of joint effort to come up with a solution.
to develop what they call an age-friendly policy for the labor market.
Interesting. I guess that would involve looking at all aspects of work and retirement.
They believe this would allow for a more comprehensive solution.
Sounds like they're aiming for a pretty big overhaul.
So moving on to the police blotter, what's been going on?
All right, let's hear about the latest happenings.
2 drivers in Haven had their licenses revoked for speeding.
Oh, that's not good.
Police were conducting speed checks on the road to Norasta Horn, where the speed limit is 60 km/h.
Okay.
One driver was clocked at 80 kilometer-hours and the other at 81 kilometer-hour, leading to immediate license revocation.
Wow, that's a pretty significant difference in speed.
In Klaksvik, police and fire crews responded to a fire that started in an oven on a stovetop.
Oh dear. Hopefully it wasn't too serious.
Luckily, the fire was extinguished quickly,
That's good to hear.
and no major damage occurred.
Well, that's a relief. Thankfully, no one was hurt in that fire. Anything else to report?
There were also two small boats that experienced engine problems this week.
Oh no, is everyone all right?
They required assistance.
Okay, so help was at hand.
Rescue RN towed one boat to Kolafuro,
Good, good.
and the Chaldries MOB boat, that's a dedicated man-overboard boat,
Okay, I've heard of those.
towed the other boat to haven.
Well, at least both boats were safely brought back to shore.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's a good reminder to always be prepared when heading out on the water.
Absolutely.
What have we got on the international news front?
Greenland has been attracting some attention lately
Oh, really? Why is that?
with its mineral resources.
Mineral resources.
The
Interesting.
United States has expressed interest,
Okay, so the U.S. is looking at Greenland's minerals.
which has been welcomed by Greenland's government.
I can imagine that would be seen as a positive development.
Why the sudden interest from the U.S.?
Yeah, what sparked this interest?
The current U.S. administration includes some individuals with significant wealth and investment experience.
Ah, so maybe some business opportunities they're looking into.
Elon Musk, who owns Tesla, SpaceX, and the social media platform X, is also a prominent advisor to President Donald Trump.
Wow, so some pretty big names involved.
So what does this interest mean for Greenland's mining industry?
Yeah, what are the potential implications?
The Greenlandic Minister for Raw Materials, Naja Nathanielsen, is optimistic
Optimistic about what exactly?
about the potential for increased investment
Okay, so this could bring in more money for Greenland.
in exploring and developing Greenland's mineral resources.
So a potential boost for their economy.
There is hope that an influx of capital could be the jumpstart a thriving mining industry needs.
That makes sense.
In Iceland, there have been reports of over 10 earthquakes recorded near the Falnuk mountain in the past day.
Oh, wow, that sounds concerning. What's the current situation?
The most powerful earthquake, registered at 3.0 on the Richter scale, and occurred south of Loftalaskala.
Okay, so not a huge earthquake, but still worrying.
Authorities at the Icelandic Meteorological Office are monitoring the situation closely.
Well, let's hope things stay calm over there. Thanks for that update. There's something I wanted to touch on, something we haven't explicitly discussed today.
Oh, intriguing. Lay it on me. What's on your mind?
Well, all this talk about the retirement system and potential investment in Greenland's mining industry
Yeah, what about it?
makes you think about the impact of automation and AI on the future of work.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
Not just in the Faroe Islands, but globally, you know?
Right, right. How's all this going to change things up?
Yeah, as technology keeps advancing, what happens to the job market? What happens to retirement?
It's like we're stepping into a whole new world, isn't it? Full of possibilities, but also, yeah, a lot of unknowns.
Exactly. How do we even prepare for a future we can't fully predict?
Makes you think. I think it really highlights how important it is to be adaptable, you know? And think critically.
Yeah, more than ever, we need to be ready to learn new skills, embrace new ways of working, maybe even rethink what retirement looks like.
Retirement. Yeah, it's definitely a whole new ballgame.
It's like a constant reminder that learning never really stops. There's always something new to explore, something new to understand.
And that's what keeps things interesting, right? Always pushing the boundaries.
Absolutely. So until our next news report, keep exploring, keep questioning, never lose that curiosity.